recently West Hollywood went on to, there's the highest minimum wage in West Hollywood in the whole country. It's here. It depends on what you do specifically. It starts at, I think, $15.40, depending on the job, and it goes as high as $17.85, something like that, for the minimum wage, depending on what you do.
But it's still not a living wage.
And so when you were saying this, I was just thinking, but it's still not a living wage, and then it reminded me of the conversation we had with, how can you be the mayor of a town, of a city, and you can't even afford to live in here? It's a real problem. There's also a lot of talks I've gone to around economics, and it's kind of as simple as you put it. We're around housing. It's just a housing crisis. It's supply and demand, and the Inland Empire has seemed to figure this out. And so they're thriving because they've created so many jobs, but what has led the growth of jobs was not jobs or industry, it was the housing. It's the more housing you have, the more people can flourish, and they'll move there, and by default they'll end up working there and creating industry. And so it's always housing that leads the surge.